right, welcome my team producer, Robbie, to the show. Now, Robbie, you posed a great challenge to me. I call it my Dream My Team.
A breathtaking view of the New York City and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Boston, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with Howard, and it's George in at the 1. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Payton, and it's Morris in at the 3 spot. You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next.
And some of that we know. It can happen with injuries to a star player and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a difference in the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there'll be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games, no problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal. You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Back to George. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bounce pass Robinson. Here's Barrett. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
George looking around over Randall. It's stolen by Barrett. Morris with the ball. George picks him up. They grab their own miss, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Outside, George. Davis against Morris. Howard trying to free himself up, and they pick up 2. Davis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here is Robinson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good on the triple.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yes, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. The Lakers beat them last time when these 2 teams met in Los Angeles.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were
Out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope, and George is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green, and it's George in at the point guard. Back to Payton. Clock at 6. Randall against Howard. Morris trying to free himself up. New York, no good that time either.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Power personified right there in number 23, LeBron James. Wow.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 13-point game. 13 feet away. That one a little long.
And he looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Davis finds George. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And it's 7 points for George.
Well, you know Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Payton drives in. That one goes. Count it.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty. Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with...
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk contest? I give him a 48.
George against Payton. Morris outside. Takes the 13-footer. The shot by Payton, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad you can't release that one on target.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his first points of the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Bounce pass from Morris. Randall. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Davis throws it down.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Payton against George. High arcing shot.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. New York calls timeout. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Reggie Bullock. Dotson's checked in for Barrett. And Smith's subbed in for Payton. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Danny Green. Pass to Knox to stop the run. That shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard. A physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
And he can't hit the second. New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Smith in the posts, guarded by Kuzma. Back to Smith, the 3. No good on the last second attempt there.
Great to see Kuzma working.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Payton is out there with Barrett, and it's Morris in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Brett, with the corner three being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Greg Elfrid Payton's continued to improve his game, and so far, so good.
Yeah, a marked improvement in long-range percentage. Good size and defensive potential as well. He's knocking down shots. We might have something in Elfrid Payton.
Morris outside. And James pulls it down.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. In for the Knicks. Kevin Knox is checked in for Randall. Damian Dotson comes in for Morris. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Dennis Smith in for Trier. Here's Smith. Can't get it to fall.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now the pass to Knox. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's good. 11 points for George.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Showing some imagination that time on offense. Smith Jr. mixing it up with the defenders.
Smith against George. And yes, it's good. George has got 13 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And George gets the whistle that time. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
A 9th pick in the 2017 NBA draft. Smith Jr. made the NBA's all-rookie team after a very solid first year in Dallas, averaging 15 points and 5 assists, and he sure is not looking to stop.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Green, and it's George in at the point. Allen's shot is off. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jacks up a three. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
The drive by Allen. Pass to Dotson. Randall against Dudley. Rebounded by Dudley.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Ellington finds Allen. Some nice passing by New York here. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team.
Los Angeles with some changes, and Anthony Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and George is subbed in for Caldwell-Pope. Outside, George to the paint. Dudley's shot is good. Dudley's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Passes it to Barrett. Payton looking it over. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, Elfrid Payton on a straight line drive, pretty fearless on that attack.
George against Payton for 3. The shot by George, no good. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Pass to Trier. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside, George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely that's how to get it done on
now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Another win for you, Jay. Looks like this team is becoming a real contender. Is it too early to start planning for the playoffs?
David, thank you as always.